I'm so confident I'm gonna do it blindfolded. Hello everyone, welcome, hope you are well. Welcome for the time being to the last video in our roast dinner playlist, which you guys, thank you so much, have absolutely torn apart. You've loved it. We're finishing it off today with 3 classic desserts that you can typically serve alongside it that are genuinely gorgeous and super, super easy. All right, we're gonna give you another try on your own today, all right? Okay, I'm kind of getting used to him. Homer and Lizzie are up there. When I put them away, despite taping them up, all the tape come off. But hey ho, it is a miserable day outside. Because there's light coming out the window, it might look quite good, but it's really horrible. It looks like it's gonna just rain all day. So these desserts are so good. Sticky toffee pudding, oh my gosh, we'll have some vanilla ice cream with that. Rice pudding baked with the skin on, we'll come on to that as well in a bit. And a crumble, which we'll start with, which you just basically chuck in a dish. Oh, let's get ready to crumble. Okay, so get yourself a baking dish like so. Obviously, any size shape you want, depending on how much, is gonna be how much fruit you put in it for how many people you have. If you're just on your own, have a ramekin. Oh my gosh, I've got to show you this, hang on. No, I bumped the contrast up. I'll just lower it so you can see what it genuinely is like before I bump it up. Plus there's lights in here. Look, this is what it is actually like outside. It's so dark. The rain is coming down. And this is actually how bright the kitchen is. I just have to play with the camera to my best ability. But anyhow, the great thing about a crumble is you can just grab yourself a bowl. In fact, you can do this straight in the baking dish, but I'm gonna do it like this. This is some blueberries that I've just washed. These are some raspberries. Oh, there's a bit of water in there as well. I'll drain that off. This is so much. Yeah, we don't need the water in there really. So just a real nice medley. We're going for raspberries, blueberries. Shove any fruit in you want. You know, the apple mixture made the sauce from. Scale that up, apple stew. You could do pineapple in there. Mango, tropical one. Oof. I've always liked this combination of colours of raspberries and blueberries. I think it looks quite sexy. Can I say that? I just did. And also some strawberries. Need to hull a strawberry. But obviously your strawberries are big and chunky. You want to make them into still bite-sized pieces. They'll soften up, but you don't want someone trying to eat the crumble and be like, oh, blah, 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 massive strawberry on the side of their face. No. Oh, there it goes. Now, although you have natural sweetness in strawberries and blueberries, raspberries can be a little bit, a little bit tangy. I quite like that though, but we will give it a little boost with some sugar. All right, so the sugar goes on there like that, and then we just lift to coat it. Now, what you can do is shove this right into the dish now, and it will bake and soften and have it chunky, but I want to show you another way. Stick the whole thing into a saucepan, okay? Our frosted fruit. What we can do is put this onto a low heat. No extra water or anything like that. I need a wooden spoon. We do want to keep it stirring, but the sugar will dissolve into the fruit and breaking it down. So you just kind of get an initial soften on it. As I say, this would actually be probably more common because you get a little bit more smoother fruit, but if you want it chunky, straight in there. So that's only been a minute, look, and you know, with a spatula it bends so you can try not to break the fruit, but it's quite good to squish it down if you want. We're just dissolving that sugar up in there, kind of making a medley. Bizarrely, you can actually get a pack of this in the frozen aisle in the supermarket, so you could skip this entire step and dunk some pre-frozen stuff straight into your bowl once it's thawed out. All right, off the heat, that'll do for me. That's been about 3 or 4 minutes max. Oh my gosh, I love that. And this is the bit where we're like, have we got enough fruit? I think we're gonna be all right. It's gonna level out. And I've got some on the worktop. I need to get that off soon before it stains it. Don't worry about that. My problem, not yours. I'm left-handed. Why am I holding the pan with my other hand? So many questions. Oh, there it is. So, the crumble topping. I've probably talked about this once or twice on the channel before. There is one particular task in the world of cooking. In fact, I can probably think of a few more. But there's this one in particular that I genuinely really detest. And I don't know why. It just feels a bit meh. Cubed cold butter. So as I say, I do really detest this task. We've got some plain flour here. The butter goes in. You can actually do this in a food processor, but I lent mine to a friend. I need that back urgently. Unless I can borrow yours. You lift it up and rub. I don't know why. Why do I hate this? It just feels all... I don't like it. Makes me the toilet. Effectively, it's going to help the butter get a real nice golden topping on it, okay? So all those fats in there. All right, so... clean my hands now, and you can generally see there's a couple of large lumps there, but sometimes that's actually quite nice. It's nice and coarse. Of course it is. This is some brown sugar. You can just use caster sugar if you want. Oh, we're just gonna scatter that crumble topping on top. It will bake for 35 minutes. I'll tidy this up, but that is it. So what I'm trying to say is that is an amazing get ahead, simple recipe where you could put foil on that now, put it in the fridge, put it in the freezer, and then when you're ready for the last half an hour, maybe when you're sat down starting to eat your roast dinner, you shove that in and it'll be piping hot. Next up is rice pudding. When I grew up and had roast dinners nearly every Sunday as a kid, my nan who lived with us, actually a lot of people say who is my inspiration, that was my nan. She made the best rice pudding, and it had a skin on it with a bit of nutmeg, and it was just so simple and tasted so wholesome. But this is even easier than the crumble, because although I made a bit of a mess, I'll show you in a minute, you just dump it in a dish and bake it. The only important thing that Amy and I would like to share with you is that when you look for the rice, you can actually get away with any rice. Long grain rice does work, but actually risotto, is it arborio? Arborio works amazing because it's super absorbent and creamy. So you're gonna need a dish like that. Avoid that blob because when I opened the can, it kind of went everywhere. This is evaporated milk. They do a low fat version, but hey, we're making pudding. Come on, you might as well go for it. I am so confident about this. I'm so confident I'm gonna do it blindfolded. Okay, yeah, milk. Is that going in? Oh my gosh, I'm so scared. Okay. And this is 200 grams of the arborio. Are you there? 200 grams of the rice. Please go in. Did that go in? I think it went in. Now my dirty can. There we go. I can't believe we did that. I was thinking, hang on, is it the milk particularly? I'm like, is the dish big enough? So the rice is gonna absorb all the sweetness, the milk, the condensed milk as well. Oh, that's it. The only downside to this recipe is I'm just preheating my oven now on a very low temperature, 150C, 130C fan, gas mark 2. That's the only downside, but now we ram flavour into it. Spices work really, really well. So you could just grab yourself a tub of mixed spice because that's generally a mixture of nutmeg, cinnamon, cloves and things like that. Not actual cloves that you wear, right? But just sprinkle it on and don't be shy with it. Like really, because this does get mixed around. Because what we do is we bake it for about half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. And then we give it a little stir around again. And then it has the final bake. I've actually got some whole nutmeg as well. So just one of these. Oh, smells like Old Spice. So right here is some cubed butter. We are just gonna dollop it in. Put it like, just scatter it around. It will serve a purpose of making the skin. So that is it. We will get this in the oven now. As I say, we'll go for 40 minutes. Here we go. This is just scarily heavy. Oh, it smells so good though. Wow. That is a face that says, I'm impressed. Last up. Oh, it's good today, isn't it? Oh, sticky toffee pudding. Ooh. For this recipe, we are going to make it quite simple. I'm going to refer to treacle. If you do not have treacle in your country, use molasses, all right? That's actually got me thinking. One of my best mates actually calls people treacle. He's like, all right, treacle, how's it going? That's quite a Londoner thing. I think, all right, gorgeous, all right, treacle, all right, molasses. Doesn't really work, does it? In a crazy twist, I'm going to do the sauce first so we can just be lazy and leave it. This is 300 mils of double cream. We'll add in some vanilla extract, 100 grams of butter. I'm just gonna stick that there. Pinch of salt, I want a little bit of tang in there. This is some muscovado sugar, which we're actually using in the main body as well. And last but not least, I'm gonna try and just dribble this on. Look at this, we're doing like modern art, look, whoa. 1 tablespoon of treacle, and I'm just gonna let that just sit on there. There you go. I should have oiled this. That's a little hack that loads of you tell me whenever I do this step. Why didn't you do it? Because it'll just slide off. We need 3 tablespoons of this in a bit, so we'll do it then. But that is the sauce. We will just basically warm this up on the hob, but we've done it. So we'll leave it to one side. I mean, don't leave this out for hours. We'll need this in about half an hour. That's what we're gonna aim for. I need a baking dish for the sticky toffee pudding. I've used one already for the rice pudding. And I don't know, Mrs. Barry, right? This is our fridge. Mrs. Barry's made something in there. I don't know what the heck that is, but I need that dish. The point is, if I do that and dump it out, it'll be hilarious, but not for me. My wife would kill me. So I'm gonna go for this big thing. I might regret this because it might make it lower. Okay, let's make the body of this sticky toffee pudding, essentially a cake. So I'm gonna go for 1. Doesn't it look like Marmite? 2, 3. Come on. Muscovado sugar again. Now this is some butter that I need to make a little bit more softer because we are whisking this in a minute. There we go, softened. That's gonna make it a lot easier to whisk. Bicarbonate of soda and baking powder, 1 teaspoon of each. 2 eggs, shell optional, and the milk. Whoa. Flour, self-raising flour. There we go. Right, let's stir up our rice pudding in a minute. So take this out. Oh yes. And what I'm gonna do is just, oh, you see how that skin was starting to form already? We're just moving it around. It's the butter that actually helps create the skin, but that rice is doing nothing at the moment. It's not absorbed it. We want it to take those flavors in, puff up. All right, so this is something I like to do really. If you ever got a little bit of offcuts of butter, which I've had a lot today, keep it in the wrapper. And then if you ever need to grease a dish like we are here, you can use it as a kind of like easy buttering tool thing. So we pour that batter in, and suddenly I'm thinking, oh, this is actually the right size dish for it, because we have got the self-raising flour in there. We have got the bicarb and the baking powder. We should be all right. It's quite a good depth already. And we'll hopefully get a little bit of rise on that. Other than the sauce, we just bake this. All right, there we go. It's all sat ready to go. The crumble, I've moved to this other tray because for the first time in forever, in the words of Frozen, stay cool. We've got this that needs to stay at low temperature. I'm not touching the rice pudding, so I'm preheating my second oven for they can all go in at the same time. Obviously, normally you'd only be making one of these, so you just have one oven on the go. So this is going a little hotter, and we'll put the crumble and the sticky toffee in at the same time. In other news, the weather's gone really bad again. Feeling like the Blair Witch Project or something. We've got the sticky toffee already in there, and if I can do this one-handed, oh my God, I'm so strong. It's in there so that any spillage of the fruit juices will be captured. Oh, that needs it clean. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. But look, you can see the depth of the sticky toffee pudding. Will it rise? Let's find out in about 40 minutes time. I hope this is inspiring you. That is it. That is how easy it is. And I've made 3 of them. You only need to make 1. So please make sure you add this to the roast dinner repertoire and fully stonk out your guests. They will love it. Oh, that was a bit close actually, but I really hope that you guys are having a marathon whatever you're doing. Please don't forget to spread word of mouth if you enjoy my videos. A lot of you guys do that. You literally go, hello, there's this guy who does videos and he's wholesome. I love the wholesome. And of course, a massive thank you to all my patrons. You'll get a little plug at the end of the video as well, who support me in helping with the editing costs in running the channel, because it really has made my life so much easier, and I can hopefully have a bit more fun, which I think you're enjoying. So, nice one. Cheers. And why am I saying that as if it's the end of the video? We've got to see what it looks like. I'm just excited. I've got nothing else to do. But anyhow, to do the sauce, the pan on from earlier, melt this up, and it will look like this. Well, it will start to look like this Titanic scene. Look at that. It's slowly going. Oh no. Never let go, Grace or Jack, whatever it was. And as we stir it through, it will start to break down. And look, oh, you've got the sugar breaking through as the butter goes. So much niceness in there. Look at that. Keep it warm, transfer it to a jug, and that will get drenched on our sponge. I just got it out, look. It is bubbling away, lightly golden on the top with a nice crunch. We've got the sponge out too. This is just cooling down. I'm gonna poke some holes in it with a bamboo skewer, pour this on there, and the rice pudding needs another 15 minutes or so, I think. Yes. And then we'll get that out. Yep, so not only does the bamboo skewer work as a way of making sure that your sponge is done because it's coming out clean. I say, you don't have to do this, but kind of like a poke cake. In fact, I've never done a poke cake properly here on the channel. I might have to do one of those. This will help the sauce just kind of, it will sit mostly on the top, but it'll find its way in these gaps a little bit. So I'm gonna keep a little bit of the sauce just to serve. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's gonna find its way in there. Ah, you naughty, naughty thing. And look, it's like a mirror. I can see myself. So I've just put the crumble onto a different tray. Oh, it's so naughty. In fact, I'm gonna scoop this out almost immediately. Oh, look at that. It didn't look that hot, but look, the steam coming from it. You've got the lovely juices there where it's softened, the blueberries, the raspberries and the strawberries. That is very naughty indeed. It's blooming gorgeous. You've seen me make custard here on the channel before, and I'm actually not a massive fan of it, but you can just pour a little bit on top like that. And that is a super duper quick fix that you can change the fruit up. So much flexibility. I think you'll love it. All right, sticky toffee pudding is back. You can see that's kind of firmed up a little bit now. If you leave it to cool, it will be a real nice set on there, but it's nice to have a bit of goo as well. Nice. Oh, look at that. Push that on. Oh, it's still warm and moist. Oh my gosh. I've got the really annoying thing now where I haven't taken my thumbnail and I've got like OCD area right in the middle. You can, ooh, this might look pretty cool. Stick it on top like that. Oh my gosh. It's melting already, but a little extra dribble of that sauce on there. Oh. All right, and out comes the rice pudding. Now, the skin, which is added by the butter, is completely optional, but for me, it's a retro nostalgic thing. Actually very popular at schools as well. It also acts as a shield to stop anything bursting out, all the rice or milk spilling over. It'll crinkle up. I prefer rice pudding cold, but we'll serve this up anyway with some jam. I've got to say, these colours look amazing. Look at that shield. It's all sort of puffy and, oh. I mean, the skin is a love-hate thing like Marmite, really. But I'm going to break through it. Oh my goodness. And lift out. Oh, the rice in there. You see how it's got a different slightly shade of it on there? It's infused with the cinnamon and the nutmeg. Oh. And there's nothing I can really do to make it look prettier. A splodge of jam might help though. Believe it or not, as basic and as odd looking as that is, that for me is my favourite of the three. I just did my thumbnail pose and I feel like I'm we're part of a family portrait. We've been through so much together. Shall we have a little taste test of this? I'm getting sad. It's coming to the end. Oh, bottoms up, hang on. It's only Mrs. Barry, I locked her out.
Oh my gosh. That is like coming home to heaven.
Is it?
Oh.
Well, and I'm the angel. No, don't you dare. Look at this.
I don't want to look at it, I want to eat it.
Oh. Huh. Oh. Sweet.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
That's good.
Just remember there's 2 more to try.
Yeah. This is your lunch.
Mm. Oh wow.
Oh.
What is that? Strawberries and blueberries?
That's heaven, mate.
Not apple.
Hold me. That is so good. What have we done? I finally made something that tastes nice. 1,500 videos.
Now, do you know I don't normally like rice pudding?
What?
I don't like rice pudding.
Oh, go on then. That's it. I'm retiring. That's amazing. Do you hate it?
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
If you don't like rice pudding, like this is mine. I love rice pudding.
Though. It's
The
very
skin,
nice.
the skin. Mm.
The skin.
The skin is butter. Oh. Right. You got like a salad to eat or something, like chickpeas. I'm going home for lunch because I'm healthy. I like to save money, so I have my chickpea salad and just eat 3 puddings. So for the time being, I think, oh, I've lost her. This is goodbye to this playlist. Please have a marathon, keep working with it and sending me the pictures. It has been so inspiring for me to see you guys recreate it. So I will return to this playlist from time to time. We'll do gammon, we'll do turkey, we'll do other stuff. Maybe a vegan option too. God, getting emotional. I've really, really enjoyed doing this playlist and I thought that you guys would hate it. And I'm just pleasantly surprised. That's all I'm going to say. You know, it's not all just giant stuff all the time and gadgets. People like food. Like that.
I like it when you make stuff like this.
It's a good lunch break. Goodbye, folks.
Check your level, player. No matter what your style, the kitchen's for me. Simon's moustache, goatee, maybe all 3.
What the? What the? Someone. This is one of those microwavable bean bags.